Hello, I wanted to talk about using Cursor and LLM to do some small to medium sized tasks, which include some understanding of the code base, doing things by analog, generating some boilerplate, and also how to guide it. So I picked up a task, let me talk about it, where in Argo CD open source project, there's a concept of application. Application is some collection of Kubernetes resources, basically, an abstraction that takes care about like some services, deployments, like HPA, configs, and other objects, which can be grouped together and often deployed together. It has a notion of where it reads a target manifest from. So it has like some namespace, etc. It has a status about like what's going on there, and it has operation, which can be like typically like a sync operation, where you reconcile the resources between Kubernetes cluster and what's in target manifest. So for this task, it's going to be not requiring in-depth knowledge of this application, just that it has a name, namespace, and then some project. Projects can be used to group applications and give some permissions about what can be deployed. And actually here, what this function does, it returns log fields for application name, namespace, and project. And in Go, we can have the structured login where messages go separately and fields are got separately as key values. And if you especially log in JSON format and use something like Datadog as a backend, it can parse it as like a nice map. And you can even search by those some structured fields, like say at application column, like my app or something. So with this introduction, I would be using this like $20 Cursor plan, which includes Claude for Sonnet. You can choose explicitly. I think it's, from what I heard, it's a good trade-off between like cost and benefit. It's a nice workhorse. I kind of used it quite a lot at work. So, and I wanted to demo how it can perform here. Let's see how it goes. I haven't pre-run the commands starting from this specific file. I tried to play just a little bit starting from a different file. But let's see how it goes. So you can tell it analyze and add those to the login fields where they are not added yet, and application is present. So basically application is like object where if we have it, we want to add it to the context. And then I know that application controller is like a big file which has like a lot of login, where application is present a lot because, well, it manages how applications are reconciled and refreshed, synced, etc. So let's ask LLM to take a look at this file first. And why slashes are this way? Because I'm working on Windows. But same stuff applies, for example, for macOS or imagine Linux. Yeah, let's see what it does. So totally just natural language plus some references. Oh, I would got up control to large to read at once. Yeah, so it recognizes that calls that don't use getlog uplog fields but have access to one application. Yeah, so it tries to fix a reject, so it tries to adjust itself, has some to-do list, Yeah, used extensively, so yeah, it's not a new task, but I specifically wanted to see if we miss something here and I can potentially do more stuff. Yeah, so it's already finding stuff and then making changes. Okay, so yeah, you see it like it's pretty smart also here in this case, recognizing that application will not be valid and we cannot get the fields. Yeah, let's see, maybe we can get more information for this up key. Control to up key, up name. When application object is not present, the up name is, use it with a separate helper method to get the log field just for application. Yeah, but let's see what it managed to do. It would give you a nice overview of the changes. Nice like div. Okay, so it's like doing some updates. Okay, we're not gonna do compilation just yet. It's probably gonna take a while. Plus, I don't know if it actually could compile it on Windows. Okay, so let's review the changes. Interesting. So it got a little bit creative. So let's see what it does. Let's see if we actually need to add those log statements. Let's check. Yeah, so here it's already there. Yeah, so it's probably a good replacement. Yeah. So here just essentially replaces it with by an unstructured field. Yeah, let's see. Actually, let's scrap this and ask it to analyze the up key structure and try to parse application name out of it and use that as a field. Or actually it's like tricky because if there is some error, it's not necessarily like parsable. So let's just do something simple. Let's rename key field to up key in login just added. So yeah, I can totally give like some additional instructions just to tune what you just added. Okay. Gives a nice summary. Yeah, let's take a look. So yeah, so it like here like doesn't specify the application included in the in here anymore. Additionally, we probably want to log with error actually instead of like hard coding the error, but we can do it in the next iteration. Let's see how this works. Seems to be legit. Yeah, like for example, key index is not an application that definitely we would want to like log up key and not try to parse it. Here, like it seems like a similar situation. Okay, just do keep all. Let's also analyze that error in the message strings and use with this error instead. Let's specifically want to do it for login, because for login it's just gonna be pasted in various like fields anyways. But for errors, you actually want to like wrap errors if you like return error anywhere. Oh, and actually we can simplify it. We can just do with log with field and just pass a field. Wow, it's hard-coded error in a lot of places. Yeah, it's quite a lot of stuff. But you see it like does some very simple refactoring, very concrete refactoring. Okay. And you can see how much of the context it used. But overall, it's gonna like summarize the chat. Yeah, it can give like some summary of how it does. Seems like it's preserving what it had before. I'll need to take a look at another look at the review later. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's keep all and let's update with fields added earlier to use with field when there is just one field added to simplify the code. Interesting. Did I do some change and not save it, or okay. So see, yeah, sometimes like doesn't do the things like it doesn't initially like determine what exactly needs to be done. Okay, yeah, summary seems legit, but let's actually see what it's doing. Yeah, let's keep it all. Okay, I think it's gonna be it for the demo today. I'll get those changes reviewed myself again, and hopefully Argo CD community accept them or have some good feedback. But overall, yes, you have seen how you can use AI to help you like do some in this case more like repetitive refactoring work, but which is pretty well scoped and kind of assumes you know what you're doing and like where to look. And yeah, it's been like pretty effective and saved some time. Cool. Thanks for watching.